let's say you were a luxury car salesperson. Would you tell someone that you loved that maybe that was their profession and they came home and they had a bad week and they didn't sell any cars? Would you say, oh, well, you shouldn't sell luxury cars anymore. It's not going to work. That's not a good business. No one's buying right now. You just need to quit. I hope not. Or would you say, how are you doing for the month? How have things gone over the last 60 days or 90 days? That's how you responsibly look at your business. We want to be on the offense of the lies that your ideal client tells himself or herself. We all tell ourselves lies. And when we address them up front, you are selling from a place of, from your heart, from your soul. As we know, my signature program, Selling with Soul. You might feel like this year has slipped through your fingers, but here is the truth. You still have 90 days to completely rewrite your 2025 story. This is part 2 of the Cash Surge mini-series. 3 episodes built to help you regroup, reignite your momentum, and surge your income before the year ends. Today, I'm going to show you how to design a 90-day cash comeback that positions you to finish this year wealthier than you started, even if things haven't gone to plan so far. Which, newsflash, they haven't for any of us. So if you think that you're the only one, you're not. This is a normal thing that happens in business. Some years, everything spirals. Some years, everything surges. But there are clear, strategic, straightforward, and simple things that you can do to position yourself for a cash influx. And that is what we're doing right now, baby, in this series. What up, my people, my posse, my fellow crazies? It's your host, Tiffany Carter, and this is the show that is going to help you grow your business, your bank account, that big, beautiful brain of yours, your abundance, your relationships, and everything in between. All right, we're at part 2 of this series, and I am going to teach you my Scale 90 method that is going to literally shooketh you in the level of simplicity. But first, some stats and facts for that brain of yours so you actually know that what I'm teaching you actually works. It's not just me saying it works. Your ego can't come up with some other story. Well, likely if you're wired like me, it can come up with about 500 other stories. But I'm doing my best over here, okay? Companies that document their marketing strategy are 313% more likely to report success. Just think about that. 313% just from you planning it out, writing it down, planning the work, and working the plan, as I say over here at ProjectME. This is why doing some of these types of things alone can sound like, oh, whatever, like, what is me taking even an afternoon to do that? Or why is that so important? Well, you see what the payoff is. I just gave you the percentages. And if you are not planning the work and working the plan, you're working from your ass. From your ass. And then you're going to get from your ass cash. And that's not cash you want. That's going to be stinky, dirty money. And we're not about that. We want some clean, clear, crisp, fresh cash coming in. Okay. The other statistic, consistency compounds. Publishing 16 pieces of content per month yields 3.5 times more traffic than 4 or fewer, because it's not about any one piece of content. We all can get fixated and dependent on that one email, on that one video, and oh, this isn't working. And we look at each one isolated and then get more and more frustrated. It's the compound effect of the accumulation of all the touch points with your people over time. That's why I like looking at the overall reach that you have, at the overall reach of your Instagram, of your TikTok, of your YouTube, even of your website over a 30-day period, let alone a 90-day period. I guarantee you, you are reaching at minimum thousands of people. That's it, thousands of people. So you learn the skill, which is what you're learning from me in this series and what you can learn from me step by step inside my posse mega bonus birthday sale. And I thought about creating a jingle for it, and I just might take a gummy and do so in a future episode. So you need to stay tuned for that, okay? Because I know that that would delight you. And in there, you are getting my 6-figure holiday sales launch system. It is a live course exclusive to Posse members only, plus my profitable holiday launch planner an exact calendar. This isn't some bullshit like PDFs to print out. This is a 47-page system where I take you through it step by step. I've eliminated the guesswork. You follow it, you implement, you make money, along with doing the live course inside of the posse with all of us fellow crazies together. I will then be taking this and offering it separately to sell for $1,700. I get paid at a minimum from corporations $13,000 to teach this. When people hire me privately, they pay me thousands and thousands of dollars to map out their launches with them, their messaging, what their offer stacks look like, the pricing, how they say it, where they say it, the cadence of it, the dates of it. So all of it is done, and then they stay accountable and actually show up and do the thing, and they're not guessing. They are planning the work and working the plan. So you have two ways to work with me right now. One is get inside the posse. Those spots are limited because we keep it capped at an intimate size so that I can, in integrity, call it a group coaching program. It is the only thing like it in the world where you're getting live group coaching weekly at a fraction of what it would cost in any other of my programs or anyone's programs. You're getting it for $3.33 a day if you do the month-to-month option. The annual option is like $2 and something a day. And that's really the best way to go because you're also signaling to the universe, I'm committed. I'm going all in for a year on this thing. I'm going to put on my blinders. Let's go. This doesn't mean you're grinding it out. This doesn't mean you're burning it out. This means you are being intentional. And to think you are going to learn income generating skills in just 30 days is delusional. Now, you can learn a certain level of that skill, but if you really want to master it, and mastering it equals money in this case, then you need to be practicing it. You need to be refining it. You need to have it customized over and over again, and then you'll see your income build from doing it. This is why I teach skills and I don't just give you information. You can go to projectmewithtiffany.com/birthday sale. I almost forgot what that was. Swipe up. The link is in the show notes to everything that I'm mentioning today. Free resources, paid ways to work with me, and in the description here on YouTube at ProjectME TV. And you get, when you sign up, instant access to that holiday launch planner. We start the live course on September 12th, but as long as you're an active posse member, you get unlimited access to the replays and any of my other courses in there, manifestation experiences, workshops, trainings, and there's 400, and they're all labeled and categorized for you in anal Virgo style. And you get unlimited access to all those, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff right in there. And if you're like, I'm not going to go through all that, that overwhelms me, then you don't need to. It's enough to show up for the live trainings because I know what you need. I know what we need to focus on any given day, at any given time, on any given week, on any given season, which is also why we are doing this series, baby. We are after the compound effect. The compound effect works in finance, works in passive income, works in business. So no more isolating yourself and just focusing on one individual launch, how one individual offer does, one individual email series, how one podcast does. Oh my God, if I did that, I would have quit a long time ago. Let's say you were a luxury car salesperson. Would you tell someone that you loved that maybe that was their profession and they came home and they had a bad week and they didn't sell any cars? Would you say, oh, well, you shouldn't sell luxury cars anymore. It's not going to work. That's not a good business. No one's buying right now. You just need to quit. I hope not. Or would you say, how are you doing for the month? How have things gone over the last 60 days or 90 days? That's how you responsibly look at your business. So I want to take you through this scale 90, but then in true Tiffany fashion, I have to find my notes for it. And now I'm freaking out that I've lost them. I did not lose them. We are okay. While I am scrolling here to make sure I pull this up so we don't miss any part of the scale 90, and scale's an acronym, SCALE, and each thing is a step for you. And I like doing acronyms because it keeps things simple. And we like simple because simple sells and complexity repels. Okay. This is your 90-day cash comeback, how to finish the year wealthier than you started. Bing, bang, boom. Let's go. And just so you know, this is one of the final chances to work with me privately. So if you're at that point where you want to get to where you want to go in the fastest way possible, where everything is customized for your business, your industry, your ideal client, and your income goals, that is your move. Obviously, it's the highest level way to work with me. So you're going to make more of an investment, but more of a strategic investment is going to get you the larger payoff over the next 90 days. So you can apply by swiping up. That application is in show notes. Use the same application, whether you're starting from scratch or you are already an established entrepreneur looking to scale into the millions. We all use the same applications because what do? Simple, simple. We keep it simple. This way we don't lose our minds. This way we have fun in our business. This way we don't kill our nervous system and want to kill everyone else around us. Once again, this episode is sponsored by my Money Matcha, and I've had 2 of them. You're welcome. The Scale 90 framework. S is for sequence. Your revenue rhythm, baby. Most entrepreneurs are winging it. That's the problem. And selling only when they feel desperate, when they need money coming in, when their reoccurring like payments have stopped, or when they know like clients are about to wrap up, or they did a launch of their product line and it didn't do as well. And that's being in reactionary defensive mode. And that's not good. That's when you can come across salesy, needy, desperado, and then you're repelling the abundance. Instead, we're going to map out 3 intentional promo waves across 90 days. And here's what I mean by that. Okay. And this is exactly what I map out for you. All right. When we work together privately or with what I've included in my profitable holiday launch planner. Like there's literally calendar printouts with color codes and shit that I had someone on my team design with my Virgo crazy ass strategic brain. So all you have to do is follow it. I mean, you can even follow it to the date. You can just, as we like to say in the media biz, you can rip and read, honey. I've taken out all the guesswork for you. All right. Weeks 1 to 3 are a priming phase. You want to warm up your audience with proof of value and behind the scenes. So this is what I call launch content as well. You've got to hype them up. You've got to prime them so that they are positioned and have a growing excitement and a trust and an attraction towards you for the offer that's coming. Then there's the conversion phase, weeks 4 through 6. Open cart, sell boldly, overcome any objections. And what I mean by overcoming objections, how I teach that is not being on the defense. We want to be on the offense of the lies that your ideal client tells himself or herself. We all tell ourselves lies. And when we address them up front, you are selling from a place of, from your heart, from your soul. As we know, my signature program, Selling with Soul, hint, hint, you're going to want to save the date for October 1st and 2nd. I am doing a one-time only insane free live event, number 1. Number 2, I may or may not be launching a complimentary sister program to Selling with Soul that you have all been waiting a long time for. And I was quite frankly busy luxuriating and doing other things. And I needed to make sure that the timing was right, just as I teach you. And it is now. And it's coming. And you're not going to want to miss it. So when I talk about selling boldly, this doesn't mean used car salesperson boldly or the people at the kiosk at the mall or at the like Moroccan market where they're like chasing you down to buy a rug. Okay. I'm talking selling boldly out of your own sense of personal power, which looks different for everyone. My father was a man of few words, but an excellent salesperson because it was genuine to his personality type. And then his ideal client were people that appreciated that style. And he mostly sold 95% of his sales were in Asia. And if you've traveled to Asia, you are Asian. There's definitely a personality type of less is more, being naturally demure, but being very, straightforward and honest and of integrity. And so that's who my dad worked with. Would my dad have been a good person to try to attract extreme extroverts and super insane high energy people and hyper people and loud people? No, he wouldn't have. You guys are fucking nuts. I'm nuts. You are also wanting to do amazing things in the world. You're already doing great things. You want to be able to expand it more. You're missing the how. You want someone to cut through the bullshit and the overwhelm and just tell you what's up, and someone you find hopefully mildly entertaining, and someone where you're like, no, I trust her. Like, she shares the receipts. She's not blowing smoke. She's been doing this 17 years. This isn't just one hot year because she like went viral a few times. Like, this is actually a legit business person. Or as my best friend Regina likes to remind me, bitch, you're like actually rich, like legit rich. These people are not. They like made some money for a hot moment and they're giving revenue numbers. I always think it's so funny when she says that. It's usually when I'm spiraling about something and afraid I'm going to lose everything and end up in a tent. You're welcome. Thank you. I am as crazy, if not more crazy in the brain than you. So that conversion phase, weeks 4 through 6, this is when, and whether it is a free live thing or a paid thing. I mean, look at how I'm talking about the open cart right now for my mega bonus birthday sale. This is how I talk to you about it. It's with conviction. It's with passion. It's with insurance. I'm telling you, look at what I'm giving you. Be absolutely nuts not to do it. And that's how we have to set up your offers. I don't care if it's a piece of jewelry. I don't care if it's a t-shirt. I don't care if it's lash extensions. I don't care if it is for nervous system regulation. You do Reiki. You're a coach. You do some kind of consulting. You're a doctor. It doesn't matter. This works and applies to everyone because guess what we all have in common? Guess who's buying? Bots aren't buying, honey. Humans are buying. And that's a whole nother story. And we will be having an episode on using AI because a lot of you are fucking yourselves and you don't mean to, and you don't know you're fucking yourself. And there's a way to use it that's going to help save you time and therefore allow you to spend more time on income generating activities and joy generating activities. But there is also stuff that if you get too reliant on it, let me tell you, those bots ain't buying from you. It's human beings that are on the other side of that phone, on the other side of that laptop, on the other side of that screen, or that you meet in real life. Are the people who are listening right now and watching right now. It's hello, human to human, heart to heart, soul to soul. That's what sales is. It's serving the people at a high integrity way, and it's serving your people, not all the people. You're not meant to help all the people. You're meant to help a specific group of people, and that's more than enough. Okay, the encore phase. This is weeks 7 to 9. You are going to repurpose wins, invite fence sitters, run some kind of like a VIP fast track. You want to really get people who are like the procrastinators. They're on the edge, the overthinkers. I'm a master at teaching you guys how to do this and helping you customize it for your business because I'm one of these people. I'm very discerning. I'm like, do I need this? I want this. Is this person legit? Are they full of shit? Is this really going to help me? Am I going to follow through? I'm that person. I know how to be able to speak to you, those of you who are like that, because I'm like that. Like, I'm not an easy sell, okay? Like, I really need to like have a lot of assurances, and that's why I'm so good at sales, is because I'm terrible at being fake, so that's not going to happen. My voice literally changes. I have a fake voice. If you hear me out in the wild, like someone's asking me some question at the grocery store, like, how's your week going? I'll be like, it's great. Thank you so much. It's like, what has happened to me and who has taken over? I have no idea. Fact, businesses that plan campaigns, meaning launches quarterly, see a 30% higher revenue consistency than those selling reactively. This is from Forbes, people. 30% higher. Plan the work the plan, get in the fucking posse, apply to work with me privately, whatever level, okay? You're going to get the results either way. One gets you there faster than the other because one's completely customized and one you have to fill in the holes because obviously I can't do a group coaching and customize it for everyone. one. Like that'd be impossible. Okay, let's go to the C in scale. Content that converts. Don't try to be everywhere with everything. Pick 2 anchor formats you can show up in weekly. Example, podcast, Instagram Reels, LinkedIn posts, YouTube Shorts, and use a repeatable cadence so your audience knows what to expect. Yes, I'm giving you an example. Monday, case study proof post, like your receipts. And receipts don't always have to be money, so don't start tripping about that. Receipts, quite frankly, there's a lot of things that are receipts. I'm showing receipts right now on this podcast episode. If you're watching any of the clips, if you're here on Project Me TV on YouTube, what's up? I'm showing you what I look at when I'm recording most of my episodes. You're seeing the Pacific Ocean. Like this costs millions and millions and millions of dollars to live on the beach. These are receipts. It's the quality of life receipts. You have that in a different area of your life. You might have that in multiple areas of your life. It might be in your peace of mind. That's Monday. Wednesday, a myth busting reel. Bullshit in your industry that you can speak to, what a lot of your ideal clients think is the truth, but it's actually not the full story. On Fridays, maybe you go live and you do a live Q&A or behind the scenes. And going live is a vibe right now, as long as you're consistent with it. Popping in once in a while, unless you have a highly established brand and audience like I do, that ain't gonna fly. But it doesn't have to be every day. It can definitely be once a week. Consistent posting boosts engagement rates by up to 200% compared with sporadic posting. And I have a training inside my Project Me Posse membership. And this was just a couple of weeks ago where I had a meeting with TikTok. Okay. I actually have a TikTok account manager assigned to me because I advertise on TikTok and have a successful account. And they told me what's up. And I shared that. I wasn't allowed to record the training, but you best believe I took insane notes and I shared all of it inside the posse on literally what actually works. And what you think is the deal is not the fucking deal. And it's not posting 5 times a day. Okay. That's not it. I've never done that. I never will do that. It's not happening. I'm not available for it. It's about the consistency. Okay. The A in scale, asset bank, 1 quarter, 1 bank of core assets. All you need is 1 irresistible lead magnet. Okay. So an example of a lead magnet would be, and this is a very high level one, would be what I have for October 1st and 2nd, where I keep saying to save the date. This is going to be a live, I can't say the full name because I know someone's ass will fucking steal it the second I put it out there. So I don't want them stealing it beforehand. And don't think we don't see who's stealing my shit. We do. I just don't waste my energy on it. But sometimes I do send my lawyer. Thank you. Shout out, Chuck. Okay. So what I'm doing is a live, one-time only online event. It's going to be a 2-day event, and that is a launch leader. I'm doing it for free. How about my mega bonus birthday sale for the posse right now, where you are getting my 6-figure holiday sales launch system in a live course. It's exclusive to members only, but you're also getting my profitable holiday launch planner and calendar, my 47-page master document that you get immediately upon joining, whether you do the month-to-month or the annual. I almost just made it for annual members, but you know what? I trust that those of you who are like really want it will commit to the annual. Plus it's a better deal. And you get my Nail Your Niche Masterclass. And you can go to projectmewithtiffany.com/birthday sale, swipe up. It is in the show notes. Okay. So that's an example of a lead magnet. And don't do some bullshit slap together stuff. We don't do that around here. Other thing that you need, 1 clear sales page with proof, FAQs, and objection flips. Period. That's it. You don't need to have all these different offers. Do you see me having a million different offers? I do not teach this. We don't need to do this. Next thing, 1 conversion email ladder. And you're like, what the hell is that? It's 5 to 7 emails that nurture and sell people to your offer. All right. So if you are in my Secret Posse Weekly Digest email community, which is free, which you should be, you will be seeing emails, unless you're already in the posse, but you will be seeing emails that come out to nurture you, to share, to compel you, to take action for yourself, not to manipulatively sell you or convince you. We're not about that. But I don't want anyone in there I have to convince. If I have to convince you, don't come, right? Like I want you to be compelled. Like, you know what? Fuck yes. I've been looking for this. I want this. This is the vibe I want. This is what I need. Like, I need to get like my ish together. And these sounds like the community of crazies that I want. All right. So that's what we do in there. Stop reinventing the wheel. You can reuse these emails quarter after quarter, launch after launch. And then maybe you do some tweaks. Like maybe there's like a word that you want to change, or there's an image you want to change in it. But once it's done, honey, and it's working, we keep going with it. That's what strategic repurposing is all about. Okay. Fact: email converts at a 3-time higher rate than social media posts. How many times do I have to tell you this? And my timer disappeared, and I had a timer going so I could make these episodes, each one under 30 minutes. So we're going to keep going here. The L, live touch point. Algorithms aside, people buy from energy, and one live touch point each week to collapse the gap between you and your audience. Here are some options: a weekly mini coaching, a live stream, IG stories Q&A, doing a live event. Get creative. TikTok live. You can do YouTube live now. This builds urgency, authority, and trust. Fact: 80% of people say a brand feels more authentic when they interact with it live. This is from Sprout Social. This is the social platform that I've used for many years, and I highly recommend them. E, energy margins. Money follows energy. If you burn out, your audience feels it. I don't care how good you're at faking, honey. I'm the queen of faking. I was a disaster most of my life and running on fumes, and I faked it till I maked it because that's the only option I thought I had. And let me tell you something. That's where you're working 5,000 times harder than you need to. To do less is more is actually to have incredible energy where things feel simple, where things feel fun, where there's a sense of flow, and then you're going to make literally, I'm not even exaggerating, like 800% more money. Like in my case, that's exactly what happened. Build margins into your 90 days. Way too much money, matcha. I've been matchadized, but not marginalized. But I am monetized. I'm literally sweating. Like I'm dripping. I mean, it looks like a little bit of a glow here on YouTube, but wow, we've really taken it up a notch here. Okay, so I want you to really plan in your recoup days. Do you think after me doing a 2-day live event, and I'm doing it on Zoom, by the way, on October 1st and 2nd, do you think that that would be smart for me after the 2-day event to go right into, a whole, like a day of coaching clients and go and do this thing and go to a speaking event? No, I would get sick. I want to see you do 2 full rest days a week. I want you to have a CEO money date, and it's a money date to review your goals, make decisions from a space of data and not panic, a planning day, a brainstorming day, block creative sprints instead of scattered multitasking. Entrepreneurs who plan recovery days outperform their peers by up to 23% in productivity. This is from Harvard Business Review. Thank you so much. Do you see what I'm saying here? So I need you guys to really go back. You might need to listen to this again and really see the simplicity in this scale 90 cash comeback. This is all that you need to do. It really is that simple. Where it gets complex is our minds, or when you're trying to do it yourself and figure it out, and you're trying to do all of the things because you're being a cheap ass and you're not wanting to pay to have people help you or invest in learning skills, or you are stubborn and overly self-reliant and you feel like, well, just because I can do it myself and I know how to do it and I should be able to do it, then I make myself do it. I know, because I've done all of it. And let me tell you, I will tell you what costs me the most is doing that. Just because you can, that doesn't mean you should. And if you've not listened to part 1 of this mini series, we cover that in there on exactly what you need to release and what actions you need to take very clearly. So make sure you go listen to that. I'm so excited for you to listen to part 3. You are going to love this third part of the mini series, and make sure you swipe up, you access all the links that I shared today. Know when you go to that mega bonus birthday sale, if it says the membership is full on the page, it is full. We cannot add anyone else. So don't procrastinate on doing that. And if you're like, well, I don't know if I should do that or work with you privately, listen, they're completely different ends of the spectrum. One is you taking a private jet to get to your cash destination. And the other one I would say is like taking a luxury train. They both are going to get you there. One's going to get you there faster and easier and get you the results that you want to get to faster and easier. And the other one is going to just take a little bit more time, but it's still going to be enjoyable. And truly, most people do both. I only take 4 private clients at a time though. So there's also that factor. Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you.